This is a work of fiction. The characters, groups, and events portray... Oh.
It just doesn't seem to add up, Professor.
I honestly thought you were pulling my leg.
What? I wouldn't dream of it.
Professor, I hope this letter finds you well. As for me, I am in quite a predicament. You see, the London we know and love has been thrown into absolute chaos. To complicate matters, the calamity I speak of does not take place in your time. This may be difficult to believe, but I am writing to you from 10 years in the future. I know this is a lot to take in, but I'll explain it all soon. For now, I ask that you head to the clock shop on Midland Road in Baldwin. I look forward to seeing you again. Your student, Luke Triton.
Strange as it sounds, it seems that the author of this letter is none other than your future self, Luke.
From my future self? But how is that even possible?
I don't know, but it does raise the question, if this letter is indeed authentic, how did it get here?
By time-traveling postman? Just joking, of course. But on a more serious note, I think this mystery might be the oddest one we've ever encountered.
Indeed. And even in the future, you seem to need my help in solving it. Your constancy can be quite a comfort in these uncertain times, my boy.
Well, thank you, I suppose. But back to the main question. How do we know the letter is real?
Well, we haven't much to go on yet. But I can't help but think that this strange occurrence is connected to the terrible events of last week.
Flashback time! Oh, okay. Hey everyone and welcome to a new Let's Play. This is going to be Professor Layton and the... I've forgotten the name of the game already. Something Future. Unbound, Unwound, oh jeez. Well, this is a great start. Professor Layton, the Something Future. So we got an unsolved mystery. Professor Layton has received a letter from the unlikeliest of places, the future. The author claims to be Luke, writing from 10 years in the future. But how is that possible? This is going to be a blind run, so I've not seen any of the puzzles before. Wouldn't say I'm the best at solving puzzles, I'm not exactly the worst either, so I'm going to try and show kind of the thought processes for each puzzle, you know, whatever. I don't know why I think this is a good idea, but whatever. it's more games to play, so yay! New LP! Let's just carry on.
It all started about a week ago.
Using a six-dimension alpha distributor, I was able to guide a concentrated stream of Hammer particles through a temporal vortex, more commonly known as a wormhole. This stream of particles allowed me to divine the terminal points of the vortex. Armed with this information, the next step was to artificially distort the flow of time and generate a massive magnetic
blah blah
field
blah
via
science.
the sewer coil.
Blah 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 science.
Once the magnetic field is firmly established, one has the ability to quite literally punch holes or hive gaps into the very fabric of space-time. After this crucial step, it is simply a matter of constructing an energy gate.
Quite the spread we have here, Inspector. Though, it does make me wonder what we did to deserve invitations to such a feast.
It's obvious, Barton. I'm an influential man in the world of law enforcement. It's only natural I'd be invited to an important event such as this.
I suppose that's possible.
Possible, you say?
Probable. Highly probable, sir.
Hey, we finally got control, yay! So, control's pretty much like any of the other Layton game. You tap an area, you can see where I'm tapping by the little circle, what are they called? Concentric circles? I think it's concentric. Circles that appear whenever I tap, just as usual, just like in the Pokemon Platinum LP, which I will never finish, but anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna just keep tapping things randomly. I don't think there's any hint coins this early in the game. I don't think you get hint coins until someone tells you about hint coins, which would, you know, go with all the others. Well, the food is certainly nothing to write home about, so I'm not totally sure what I'm supposed to be looking for here, but whatever. So yeah, this game came out September 12th in America, and it came out last week here, so yay. A month between American and English release, yeah, because it's really going to take a long time to translate between American and English, yeah. So what are we looking for here? Let's talk to people.
Oh, this food is simply dreadful, Bill. Do get this over with quickly so we can leave.
Oh, yes, dear.
I have to say, I feel a bit out of place here, Professor.
That's quite understandable, Luke. I'm sure most people would feel the same way in the presence of the Prime Minister.
Hey, look! I think I see Inspector Chelmy over there.
Yeah, I've already talked to him, haven't we?
So, Professor, what do you think about this whole event?
Luke's really slow.
Do you believe that someone has really built a working time machine?
I'm not entirely sure. Still, if it proves to be true, can you imagine the stir it will cause in the scientific community?
Well, I, for one, am very excited. Though you don't sound entirely convinced, Professor.
Anything's possible, Luke. But I won't be convinced until I've seen the contraption work for myself. And I must confess, something about this entire presentation seems a bit off.
Why do you say that? Ah, of course. That must be your famous intuition talking, huh?
That's one way of putting it. But enough speculation. Look over there, Luke.
That guard? What about him?
He seems to be looking for a man who snuck into the event uninvited.
Oh, so we have an intruder in our midst.
Because you can really tell that from just looking at a guard, yes. Yeah, whatever, let's talk to the guard. We have a puzzle! Yay! This is not going to end well. Yeah, pretty much like this LP, probably. I'm not sure why I think this is a good idea. You look troubled, sir. Might we be of any assistance? Untoward behaviour, eh? Puzzle number 1! Party Crasher. Puzzle is worth 10 Pickerats. I'm gonna try... I'm gonna do all the puzzles, because I think there's a part where you can get any puzzles you miss. There's an uninvited guest at the event, but his guard has received a few clues as to his whereabouts. His table is next to one with a red flower. Let's go in memo mode. Okay, so it's next to one with a red flower, so it could be that one. Well, that's terrible. Okay, I can make the pencil bigger, that's good. Alright. So it could be that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Any that are next to a red flower. Which is almost all of them. But it's definitely not those two. Hell yeah. His tablecloth is a different colour than any next to it. Not that one, not that one, not that one, not that one. That's actually knocked out, yeah, all of them. His table isn't... Did I really need that last hint? No, I didn't. Okay. It's that one. I have to move the guard to the table. Yeah! True cutting edge of touchscreen technology there. Yay! We solved the first puzzle! Without even all the information. Yeah, whatever. So yeah, I'm going to try and show all the puzzling, working out, mind thingy. Splendid work, my boy! Pickerats are, as usual in a Layton game, more Pickerats equals better. You get Pickerats for winning puzzles and stuff. Thanks so much for your help. I felt his mooching days are over. We just aided in the apprehension of a suspect. He's probably innocent. You've just... yeah, whatever. So, a time machine, eh? Look at the size of that clock. That is a big clock. Perfect weather for an event like this. I'm guessing... yeah, I'm guessing there's no hint coins around. They don't really have anything interesting to say. I'm just gonna fast forward through that. If they don't have puzzles, I don't care!
Ladies and gentlemen! Thank you for taking part in an event that will undoubtedly go down in scientific history. And here to demonstrate mankind's first time machine is its creator, Dr. Alan Stangan.
With a name like Dr. Stungun, you know, this guy's got to be trouble.
Thank you, my esteemed colleagues. After years of research in the field of time travel, I'm pleased to share the fruits of my labor. In just a few short moments, I will be moving on to our scheduled demonstration. But first, I'm delighted to announce that Prime Minister Bill Hawks is in attendance today. As such, I have reserved a very special seat for our very special guest.
That doesn't sound foreboding at all. Awesome.
Please, join me on stage, Prime Minister. No need to be shy.
Is this thing real?
What do you mean?
I mean, is this contraption a genuine working time machine?
Why don't you have a seat? See for yourself.
That doesn't sound foreboding at all.
Before we start, would you honor us with a few words, Prime Minister?
Those are some good words.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today is a monumental day, not only for our great nation, but for the entire human race. Since the beginning of time, we humans have strived to transcend our natural limits. We have conquered the skies and the seas, and we have even traveled to outer space. But the one frontier that has always eluded us is time. Indeed, traveling through time is a dream many thought was out of reach for humanity. Until now. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you will join me in ushering in a new era for mankind.
Thank you for those words, Prime Minister. And now for the moment you've all been waiting for. Please take it away, Dr. Stangan.
I have just one more request before we start. I'd very much appreciate the Prime Minister's assistance in this demonstration.
Well, that doesn't sound foreboding at all.
What do you say, Mr. Hawks?
What?
I assure you, there's no cause for concern.
Well, that doesn't sound foreboding at all.
But I was under the impression that I would merely be observing the proceedings.
Ah, well, do forgive my presumption. It was never my wish to make you uncomfortable. I realize it's been some time since you traded in the hard sciences for the softer variety. Please, feel free to return to your seat, Prime Minister.
Wait. What I mean to say is, of course I can assist you.
Well, that doesn't sound foreboding at all.
Bill, have you lost your mind?
Ah, that's the courage we've come to expect from our fearless leader. You have my thanks. And now, without further ado, I give you my time machine. Mr. Hawks, would you mind just stepping inside?
Well, that doesn't sound foreboding at all. Well, that doesn't look foreboding at all. This isn't going to end well, is it?